Now, your 13 First Alert weather forecast.
Well, if you thought it had been a cold start to the month of September, you would not be wrong. Late last week, we had temperatures that really didn't even get into the 60s. We actually had two record cold highs in the 50s. And we are thankfully looking at a warm up in store, though, moving later and later into this week. But as I did mention, it was quite a cold start to the month. Our highest temperature so far that we've seen was back actually on the 1st. 78 degrees was that high. Our lowest temperature was actually 38 degrees, and that was back on the 8th. That actually was a record cold low. And we actually tied that back a few years ago. Looking at our average temperature for this month, we're sitting at 44.9 degrees. That's about 8 degrees below where we should be for this time of the year. Excuse me, folks, sorry. Total precipitation-wise, we are looking at quite a deficit in rain so far. Turning the page to the next few days, temperatures are going to be quite seasonable moving into your Thursday, with the 80s returning on Friday. Precipitation-wise, we are going to be remaining on the drier side, and that's going to be thanks to our upper level air pattern that will be in place. Humidity-wise, we are looking at noticeable humidity. Those dew points expected to be in the 60s, but we are going to be seeing them increase moving into the weekend. Taking a live look out with our Phoenix Park Skycam this afternoon, you can see plenty of the way in cloud cover. Currently sitting at 65 degrees. Those winds are out of the northeast at about 5 miles an hour. Our dew points really quite noticeable out here, sitting in the lower 60s. Elsewhere across the area, we have those dew points hovering in the 60s and the 50s, pretty much all over the board. A little bit higher in Menominee, though, where those dew points are currently sitting at 66. Temperature-wise, we're hovering in the 60s and the 70s. We have 66 on the gauge in Menominee, 65 in Rice Lake and Ladysmith, 65 also on the gauge at Neillsville, 67 in Tomah, and 66 down in Prairie du Chien. Really not too much of a difference across the upper Midwest, those temperatures hovering in the 60s and the 70s. We did have a stationary front push through the area earlier this morning, and with that we had a few rain showers, but those pretty much have moved out of the area. That was from yesterday's rain. But now we are looking at quiet conditions, and we are expecting an area of surface high pressure to move in, moving into your Thursday. Timing everything out for the rest of the day today, we are looking at partly cloudy skies. I think our model is overdoing it a little bit with the clearing that'll be going on. Partly cloudy skies will dominate, and it'll kind of be a rinse and repeat pattern, as we will have some patchy fog potential over the area yet again for tomorrow morning. We will eventually begin to clear out as the day goes on. Temperatures are going to be a little warmer out there, a little bit closer to average for this time of the year in the 70s. As we move into your Thursday night and early Friday morning, we can't rule out the chance for some more patchy fog yet again. Friday is looking pretty nice out there as well, with temperatures near that 80-degree mark. Looking at the next 3 days in the Coulee region, temperatures are going to be in the 70s, warming up though into the 80s heading into your Friday. For tonight, we'll see a mix of those clouds back into the area. Overnight lows dipping down near 55 degrees. Winds will be very light out there. Our 7-day forecast has another day the 70s for tomorrow, but before you know it, summer does look to make a return, with temperatures back into the 80s starting on Friday and moving later and later into the weekend. There is a very small chance for a few scattered showers moving into your Monday. And today's Sunshine Award goes to Stacy Peterson from Morgan Lawrence. Morgan writes, "Stacy is one of the kindest, most compassionate people I've had the pleasure of knowing. With a huge heart and a desire to help others, Stacy goes out of her way to support anyone in need, always without expecting anything in return. Whether it's offering time, support, or simply being there for someone during a hard moment, she consistently shows up with warmth, patience, and care. The positive impact she has on others is genuine and lasting." If you would like to nominate someone for the Sunshine Award, you can send us an email or head over to our website at WEAU.com.
So hopefully a lot of people didn't put away their summer gear.
You're going to have to get it all right back out again, Judy.
Yes, they will. All right. Thanks, Sarah.